So I just want to take a moment to deliver this message and remind you that there are more opportunities and more things available to you than you might think there are. The sky's the limit, truly. And what you felt like you couldn't do before, what you couldn't have before, that was just a mindset based off people who didn't have a good enough imagination. Honestly, they had limiting beliefs and you took those on, and now you think that all I can have is this. This is the only thing for me. I can't do that. I can't have that. I can't go there. Clear all that out. You are an unlimited being. You can have whatever you like. And I want you to say kind of like, well, what if nothing was stopping me? What would I want? What would I do if the sky was the limit, which it is? But to get ourselves fantasizing, let's just say, what is our restriction right now? And let's say that restriction didn't exist. What would you be doing? Where would you be? Who would you be in contact with? What type of persona would you embody if you knew that everybody applauded you every time you walked into the room and there was nobody that was jealous of you? How would you walk? How would you act? How would you speak? Okay. And where would you go? What would you experience? What type of job would you have? Would you not have a job? Would you have 15 kids and raise them on a farm? I'm not being silly, but I kind of am. I kind of am being silly, but I'm kind of not. Allow yourself to think beyond your current circumstance and really believe that anything is possible. That Fantasia song. Anything is possible if you believe. I don't even really know that song for real. I'm gonna look it up real quick, but it is. I feel like there's a lot of. I'm not going to say that, but I feel like a lot of you have had people around you that almost, catastrophized a lot of things. Like, oh, you better not do that or else this bad thing will happen. 555 is on my clock. And that's the number of change. So I feel like there's some changes that might need to be made, or you need to allow yourself to try something a little bit radical. Go for something that you would like. And I know you don't have that fear, but other people's fears have been implanted in you. Like, oh, if you go there and you go by yourself, you're going to get snatched up. You know, all that negative rhetoric. And it's like, I had a message like this before, and I think I'm going to link it up here somewhere. And it was about breaking free. And this feels similar to that. But along with that, if you go back and watch it, because I don't remember what that message really was. Hopefully I remember to link it. But I think it's like breaking free from, I don't remember what it was called. But it was definitely a couple weeks ago from this video. But anyways, like spreading your wings and fly. And the song was the Kelly Clarkson song, I'll spread my wings and I'll learn how to fly. That was a part of that, so go find that anyway. I'll try to remember to link it. But the negative fears that people try to implant can keep us stuck for a long, long time, and can keep us from really going after the things we want and living the life that we want and being the people that we want. And it seems like we really need to get those opinions out of our head, and that could be hard sometimes. I do understand that, but just allow yourself at the moment. If you can't truly do anything about it, if you can't truly make those changes right now, at least start fantasizing. Start writing down what your ideal fantastical life would look like, where you had everything you want, you had as much money as you want, you had the love of your life, and what does that lifestyle look like? And maybe you make some fake plans on, let me write out an itinerary of what it would look like to go to, I don't know, Zimbabwe for 10 days tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, I have the ability to just get up and go, and yeah, I'm going by myself, or yeah, I'm going with a group of baddies. You know what I mean? Whatever you want. But you have more at your disposal than you have been told, than you have been, than you've been made to believe. And some people don't have that block at all. They already know, like, oh yeah, whatever I want, I can have. I want it, I got it. I see it, I want it, blah, blah, blah. But then there's others of you who are just so like stuck in that whatever narrative that you've been given about how life should go and what's right and what's wrong and what's safe and what's not, you've taken all that on and you haven't even been able to discover for yourself. And maybe you don't even know what you like. I want you to know that fear is cliche. Fear is false evidence appearing real, and most likely everything will be fine. And there's more to life. There's more experience that is waiting on you to come discover it. Spirit, the divine God has your back, wanting you to experience all these new things. That's why you're here on this earth, to experience and to get into things, explore, adventure, within reason. Now, of course, within reason. Don't do anything that's harmful to you or somebody else that can get you in deep trouble. And don't overindulge in things that you know are no good for you. Okay, there's a thing called moderation, which means not overdoing it, but also push it a little bit more, push the boundaries. You can start with something that you feel comfortable with in the moment, whether that is just, exploring something different in your city, taking one day off and doing something that you haven't done. Switch it up a little bit. Have a different cup of coffee at a different coffee shop. I don't know. I'm thinking about that. It just seems like just things that are good for your senses, that look good, smell good, taste good, whatever that means to you. And whatever beliefs that somebody else gave you, rewrite that narrative. You're like, nope, I'm the type of person, I'm smart, I'm capable, I can go out, I can go explore, I'm fine, I'm safe, I'm protected. That's the narrative that you're now saying. You're not going to keep taking that old narrative that people gave you about who you are and what you can do and what you should do and who you should experience and where you should go and where is it safe to live and whatnot. Like, what do you think? What do you say? How do you feel? What is your intuition guiding you towards? Because you never know what's on the other side, right? Okay, what was the song I was saying? Anything. I don't even know if that song resonates. I don't even know. It might. Sometimes I just get one lyric, one line, and that is the only thing that resonates with the message. But let me see. Let's see. Let me pause real quick so I can find the song. Okay, it's called "I Believe" by Fantasia. And let's just read these lyrics because that's what I like to do. So listen up. I will try not to sing it because I don't really know how it goes except for the chorus anyway. But have you ever reached a rainbow's end? And did you ever find your pot of gold? Ever catch a shooting star? And tell me, how high did you soar? Ever felt like you were dreaming just to find that you're awake? And the magic that surrounds you can lift you up and guide you on your way. I can see it in the stars across the sky. Dreamt 100,000 dreams before, now I finally realized. You see, I waited all my life for this moment to arrive, and finally I believe. That's interesting. And I don't know if that resonates with you at all, but just as part of like, I waited all my life for this moment to arrive, and I feel like we don't have to wait all our lives for a moment to arrive. I feel like we can kind of put ourselves more into situations that, for luck to find us more easily. You know what I mean? We can put ourselves into rooms a little bit more instead of just waiting for life to come. Take that how you will. Let's keep reading. When you look out in the distance, you see it never was that far. Heaven knows your existence and leads you to be everything you are. So it's kind of like there's this intuition and like there is a path. I feel like we're kind of diving off of kind of what I was saying before. This feels a little bit more spiritual, and a little bit more like your soul already knows and you're already being pulled towards a certain thing, but then your mind and then the people around you are kind of shoving a certain narrative down your throat, but into your reality. And it's like there's this war between what you know is for you and what people have said. So maybe you've been called to travel overseas and have this grandeur life, if that even is a word, and you know that's what you're supposed to do, but at the same time, the way you were raised, the people around you, the people in your hometown are making you feel crazy for that being the lifestyle that you want. And it's like, oh my gosh, heaven knows my existence and it's been leading me to where I'm supposed to go, but like, and you know that, oh, everything will be fine because this is part of my life purpose. And I'm supposed to be experiencing these things, but like, here y'all go telling me I gotta be safe. It's like, God got me, I'm protected. But yeah, there's a thing about safety too. But I'm just talking, if travel is on your mind, but this could be anything. This could be trying out for American Idol. They still do American Idol? I don't even know. There's a time for every soul to fly. It's in the eyes of every child. So something like you've already known since you were a baby. You already had this dream in your heart. Is this what I said in the beginning? Maybe. I don't even remember what I said. But, okay. It's the hope, the love that saves the world. And oh, we should never let it go. I can see it in the stars across the sky. Dreamt 100,000 dreams before. Now I finally realized. You see, I waited all my life for this moment to arrive. And finally... let's see. Okay, I guess this is the bridge. And if you don't want to keep listening, that's fine. I'm basically done. I'm just gonna finish reading these lyrics and then call it a day. But also, if there are links in the description box, if you are interested in deep dive messages, that's over on my Buy Me a Coffee page. So I suggest you go check that out. And if you like to read, and there are a couple of articles or messages on my Substack, and I'm just not getting started. So go check it out. Go follow me over there. I'll see you there. Okay. I believe in the impossible. If I reach deep within my heart, overcome any obstacle. Won't let this dream fall apart. See, I strive to be the very best. Shine my light for all to see. Because anything is possible when you believe. That's basically it. And then it repeats itself. And then it's something, love keeps lifting me higher. You ought to try it for yourself. Lifting me higher. I believe in love. What are we talking about now? Anyway. That's that on that. I'm gonna wrap it up right there. Yeah, I feel like taking control of your story, of your life story, the story that's already in your heart. I feel like there's already a blueprint that you already know intuitively where you're supposed to go, who you're supposed to be, how you're supposed to live. And you're feeling that pull, but then there's other people's stories and narratives that's kind of infiltrating our brains and our minds, and we have to work on getting rid of that and allowing ourselves to really like write out our own story and be our own people and trust in the divine and trust that we are going towards everything beautiful for us and there's nothing to worry about. Everything is fine. But not doing the most and not doing anything dangerous. But anyway, neither here nor there. That's up for your discernment. I'll leave it right there. Yeah. Let me know if that resonated. I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.